if I can get this thing to work. 26 was about y equals square root of x, the y-axis, y equals 9, and about the x-axis. This is going to be our practice for today, this one. Okay, I'm going to sketch it. Got my y-axis, got my x-axis. Show me with your hands what this function looks like. So radical. It's going to be half of a parabola. I only want the positive numbers of my parabola. Okay, yeah, most of you guys got it. It's going to look like so. Going on and on forever and ever. But I have a balance at y equals 9. So let's put it right here. Y equals 9. And that's kind of where it's ending. So I can erase the going on forever. So horizontally, I have 0 and 9. Now I need to find where it goes down right along here. What was this value down below? So if 9, 9 equals square root of x. What is that value of x right there?
Wait. No.
How do I get rid of a square root? Yep, square it. So 81 equals x. So we got 81 down here, and this is just 0. Okay, which axis am I evolving it around? X. So this guy right there. So I normally just draw the same graph down below with the same bounds, but now it's negative. And this is now a full solid. So we're rotating there, and we're rotating there. But we're also rotating the middle portions as well. Oh, that one came bad. So you have an inside portion that we're rotating, and also the outside. So do we have a hole in the middle of this right now? Yes, we have two different cylinders that we're going to cut this by. We have the big outside one and our smaller one. This smaller one, all this is empty space. This is the space we are talking about right now. All of this that was being reflected and revolved around there. So we have a hole, kind of like a bowl, and we have an empty portion inside the bowl. So is this a disc or a washer? This is a washer. Yep. What was my formula for a washer? For finding the volume? Y equals say it loud. And what are we doing to our functions? Yep, squaring them. F of x and g of x, which one has to be greater than the other? F of x has to be greater than g of x. This is also kind of considered the outside radius and the inside radius. So larger radius or the smaller radius. Ooh. This one is going to be the outside, outer, or larger radius. also known as big R of x. Or we can take the smaller one, which is the inner, or smaller radius. So whatever cylinder inside has a smaller radius, also denoted as little r of x. And I've run out of room. So which function is on top? Which one has the larger radius? Which one is on top there? Yes. And which one is that in this case? Yep. But in this problem, so we have two functions. We have this one and we have that one. Which one is on top here? Yep, y equals 9 in this case. And that goes all the way to the bottom as well. So that's the outside one. That's the larger radius when we're talking about here to here. Has the larger radius. Which one is inside, Glacia? Which one's this function inside here? What was it? Yeah. And in our problem, which one is that? Yep, so this one's y equals square root of x. So that should be the outside and the inside. I'm going to sadly have to scooch over a little bit so we can't see our pretty picture. But let's start. Volume equals integral. You can put pi inside or outside. So we said our larger one was 9, which we don't need the brackets anymore. 9, and what do I have to do to the 9? Square it minus our other function, so square root of x squared dx. And we're talking about the x values with its bounds. What was my bounds? 0 to 81. Thank you. Okay, this was a homework problem, so keep going with this one. You can take out pi now. So 9 squared is 81 minus x. So Angel, what did you get for the antidrug? Yep. Yep. Do you all get that? Okay. You don't need your calculators. You can do this. Maybe 81 times 81. But other than that, you can do the rest of it without your calculators. Wait, you could have been either way. Kept as a fraction or not. Do we all get this answer? Yeah. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 3, how hard was this? 1 easy, 3 hard. 1 easy, 3 hard. Okay. So that's one more problem. We'll probably do more later for those. Normally it's easy. Okay. Are we sick of the x-axis? No. Well, we're moving over to y. Because we have to. So, wash method. But with the y-axis. Now you want to give this one to you, then you have to do it up on the boards. Because it's an easy one, okay? We're going to start with two functions. These are my two functions. About the y-axis. And that's where I'm going to leave you. I want you to find the volume of this function. Find the volume of the solid of evolution. Okay, we're gonna make 4 groups. And I think one is just gonna have an extra person. Okay, ready? We'll go you first. 1. Yep. 4. You were 3. You're 4. Sean, you're 1. I'm trying to change it up so we're not always in the same group. Okay, find your group members. Okay, I did not give you a bounds. So you're gonna start with that. We're gonna start by graphing it.
find a solution. You all write the equation, 2x equals x squared. Love the equation. Give me another word for solution, Zero.
Okay, so, okay.
Ooh, when it equals 0, could you make one side equal to 0 and make sure you get both? Hold on, keep writing. Keep what? How are you gonna keep it? You write that. Look, the each to your left.
I want to move this side over, so then I have 0 equals x squared plus 1 side. And then just,
I'm pretty sure. I want to make sure I can do it without a calculator too, if the numbers didn't get underneath that too.
8 pythons.
I bet, I think we're gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
8
I think it's
thirds.
8 pythons.
Yeah, because I got the thing. 8 thirds. Yeah, I had 2.7.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't go through approximations a whole lot. I physically draw this, right? Because this is the whole that help me make sense of it. I like your, where's your, so here's, what's this equation? Ooh, what are you spinning? Oh, we're spinning on the x-axis. Is it the x-axis? No, it's the, okay. Well, I saw your mistake here. I thought you saw that one, but then I'll do it. I wouldn't erase quite everything that I think we'll do this you found was probably useful.
But then small ones make it. We did, we did. This is what we did. Nothing is wrong.
You know, you need to choose them, but choose not like choose right. Like you found it before.
What if we just plug into and then find the this yeah,
All right, check it out. You're wrong. I don't want to tell you, but I like the marks that you put on the x-axis. Those would be awesome if you were spinning about x-axis.
you can plug into
But if we're on the, if we're on the
okay, what about y values? Is it plug into
so add this middle step. Add that erase I want you to actually do it themselves. I want you to put it where, like, I want you to find your mistake. It's impactful, but it's the easy one right now. Oh. You guys can be goofy with the fractions of fractions. Five and a third. Other groups have made the mistake that I see on you guys, if you walk around and let groups, 24 thirds minus 5 thirds. Yeah. Sounds weird though.
There's no order here, but
Okay.
so like
Language, language, something.
so like around. And then the function started.
Where'd your pie go?
Like unless it says it does to come. It needs to sleep.
Which light? Okay, switch. Yeah. Oh wait, you had. Yeah.
I was gonna try to do functional because it's like
See if you guys agree. Make mental note of all those places.
I think basically it's like why they bake you're a crybaby.
Yeah. Yeah. Relation. And,
Why this was
no, just point it.
stay there, just like put my hands in my. Oh, no. We should just fix that. Four. I'll come get you before I go.
Do you want to go a harder one? No. C in groups, and then I put C. We need the bell for this one. I think bell. Okay, I get one person. I get two people. C. No. Show we're so good already. We're so good. It's 2-1 right now. No, it is.
Let's sit in our seats. Okay, washers is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Yeah.
Take a picture.
Of the problem? This picture you want? Yeah. I'm not even gonna put f of x. I'm gonna do y equals x squared. And y equals negative x minus 2 squared plus 4. It's a nice function. Okay. About the y axis. So, I'm going to start. Bounds needs to be horizontal values. AKA y values. And one more thing, equations have to be x equals something, and x equals something. Okay, do you want to change them now or no? Change them later. Do you want to sketch first or do you want to change equations? Okay. Sketch. Okay, do we like sketching? Yeah? Okay, I like sketching too. Okay, first function. What's our first function look like? Show me with your hands. Upwards. Yep. Basic function. Next one is a tiny bit harder. Ooh. I'm getting worse at drawing parabolas. Okay, pretend that's a parabola. Okay, what does the second one kind of look like? Yep, and what happened to it? Yep, up 4, and I'm going left or right 2. Okay, I know why you think negative, and the thing inside the argument, you gotta change it. So we're gonna go right over by 2. So it's gonna go over by 2, and it's gonna go up by like 4. So it's gonna look something like so. I don't exactly know where they intercept, but that's what I'm roughly guessing. Okay, how many points of intersection do I have? 2. Okay, how do I find 2 points of intersecting? Yes, set equations equal to each other. So set equations equal to each other. So x squared equals negative x minus 2 squared plus 4. Okay. JJ, what should I do first? If I square root both sides, something like this, that's not making it pretty on this side, right? It would make this nice if it was all by itself, right? So I have a plus 4 over here, so it's not going to be amazing. Minus x squared. So you want this and make this positive and that negative? Okay, so 0 equals negative x squared minus x minus 2 squared plus 4? Is that what you want to do? That's good, Angel. Okay, what should I do next? I got something squared. Let's FOIL this out, okay? So x minus 2, x minus 2. I have negative x squared. There's still negative there, so let's keep it. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus 4. So took those two, FOILed them out. Okay, let's distribute the negative, 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 and the negative to all of our things. So I have 0 equals negative x squared minus x squared plus 4x minus 4 plus 4. Okay, 4's, what happens to my 4's? Yep, they cancel out, they subtract. We're good. So I have negative 2x squared plus 4x. Find the values of x. Okay, since the both have our x value. Now this is revolving around the y-axis. So I want the y values at those x values. So we should add 0 and 2, right? Okay. So I have 0, I have 2. What are my y values? How do I get those y values? Yeah, plug it back in to my equation. Let's pick an easy one. Let's do y equals x squared. Okay, if I plug in 0, what is 0 squared? Great. What is 2 squared? 4. Great. So we just found those 2 points of intersecting. I'll give you a second to write this down. Thumbs up when you're done, and I can scooch up. Okay, if you're done writing, make a 3D image. Up there at a graph. So these are my 2 points. Wow, that was nice. Okay, I'm erasing this side of the graph because I don't need it anymore. I'm erasing everything that's not inside of those 2. So there. Don't need any of this anymore. Don't need any of this anymore. So that is what I currently have. So I'm going to take my purple, put it on the other side. Oops. And take my green and put it on the other side. So I have 2 cylinders inside. Small and a large. Ooh. That was questionable. So an inner and outer radius. Which function is touching the smaller of these 2 circles? Okay, green or purple? Green. Okay, which one was our green function? Yep, second one. Yep. Okay, so that means my outer radius is what function? Y equals x squared. Great. Set up your function from that. Set up the equation. That's it. Yep, so our green one, which was this equation, it's going to be our smaller radius. And purple one is our outer radius. So which one's supposed to go first in our equation? Outer or inner? Outer. That was first. And subtracting this equation. Yes. I'm going to write up top so we can see it. Volume equals, Alex, what is going to be our bounds? 0 to 4. Yep, because we want our y values. Then what function should go first, Aisha? Negative. That one. And what do I have to do to that function? Square it, and then subtract it from the squared of the second function. Oh, we forgot something. What did we forget to do? Yes, we forgot to change them into the x form, y form. Okay, that is first. And that is what we're going to leave for homework. Change them into the other form. So this one is easy. This one should be x equals square root of y. This one is a little bit more challenging, but do that one next. Okay, homework. Switch these equations into y form, and then find the volume of the solid. Okay.
I want you to know you can do like 99% of the problem without a calculator.